So today I'm going to start off by talking about Relux. So Relux is our new fish tape case design that was designed to address a lot of issues that we heard from our customers when we were asking them about how they would like to see fishing improved. So with a current fish tape, you have to hold the handle and pull the tape out, and then to wind it back up again, you have to grab the handle and then spin the case. While this works, it does put a lot of additional strain on your wrist and your shoulder from having to hold the tape. A 240-foot steel fish tape does weigh about 10 pounds. So that's a lot of weight to be holding out throughout the day, which is one of the primary reasons that we hear of a lot of shoulder pain and wrist strain, as well as then that repetitive motion of having to wind the fish tape back over and over and over again. So in order to address that, we designed the Relux case. So the first thing you're going to notice is there is no handle. It's because it was designed so you can hold it closer to your body and closer to your center of gravity. That's going to take a lot of the strain off your shoulder and nearly all of the strain off your wrist, and greatly reduce the amount of fatigue and strain you're going to feel. And then in addition to that, we changed the design completely. So since this case doesn't move at all, you can hold it however you want. And there's actually an interior reel that spins, which allows the fish tape to come out very freely. To wind it back up, you simply push it back in. One of the most interesting features and things this does allow you to do is, since it's not spinning, if you're in a situation where the box you're fishing is close enough and you have the right setup, you could actually have the fish tape sitting on the ground, leaned up against the box, and use two hands, which would make it even faster to fish. We found that with this new design, people are fishing up to 2 times faster. And as I mentioned before, a big part of that is because of the free spinning interior reel. So in order to get to the inside of your fish tape, there are 4 screws you need to remove, and then you simply lift the top off. And you guys are probably very familiar with what would happen if I opened up this case, but when I open up this, nothing at all happens. So this is the interior reel that sits in the case, and when you're pulling the tape, this just spins freely. Another huge benefit of this design is it completely eliminates binding because there's no hub for the tape to bind around. And then one of the other big things it does is it really reduces the amount of kinking because you're not putting as much stress on the tape during use, and it has enough space to kind of expand and straighten itself out once it's in the case. So one of the biggest benefits, aside from being easier to use with a free spinning reel, is the ability to open the case. And that's going to be huge when it comes to cleaning your fish tape. If you get mud and dirt and debris stuck in there and your fish tape's not spinning right, you can open the case, pick up your reel, clean it out, put it back together again. And we will be selling all of our replacement fish tapes in a reel. It'll come just like this. So you can buy a replacement and be able to easily replace it, and it's the same case for all materials. So if you wanted to, you could use the same case for steel and then buy a replacement fiberglass reel and be able to put that in as well. One of the other big benefits of this new case design is there is a secondary exit. So normally the fish tape is coming out of the front here in a hole just like this, like you're used to, which is located right here on the case. When you are putting a tape in, you actually have the option to use this second hole, which is right here. So when you put a tape in, instead of going in right here, you're actually going to put the tape just straight through, and then you want to make sure this groove goes over the wall. You simply put the case back on top. You would secure it with your 4 screws, and then when you're fishing, you're able to do it with a case in this orientation and pull it out just like that. So this makes it really easy to use on the ground. It allows you to use 2 hands, which makes you fish even faster. This works great with fiberglass. It does work with steel, but it is not as smooth as using the main exit when you are using a steel fish tape. So we do recommend this only for fiberglass use. Because of the free spinning interior reel, one thing we do find is as you're walking around, the fish tape might creep out a little bit. In order to prevent that when you're carrying your tape across the job site or when you have it in the back of your truck, is we do have a storage lock on the front of the case. So once you put it in the locked position, what it does is it applies some force to the reel itself, so it'll stop the reel from spinning so your fish tape will not escape while you're transporting it. So those are the main benefits. Like I said, we have this available in multiple materials, so you can get it in the 1/8 inch steel in 65 foot, 125 foot, 240 foot. You can also get it in the same lengths in stainless steel. We offer a 100-foot tape in 1/4 inch steel. And all of our steel fish tapes will also have the laser etched measurement markings every foot, so you can tell how far you fish. That allows you to measure and fish in one step. And then finally, we also have fiberglass available in 50 and 100 feet. So thanks.